Hi guys, my dumb idea for the 3D printed connecting rod ended up having 35,000 views, and I still haven't gotten paid for it. But you guys recommend doing a wood connecting rod.
Yeah. 7 revisions later, 7 failed cuts, 2 failed connecting rod build attempts, but we have a version that now holds together, works with 3/8 coarse thread bolts to be able to put together. I have yet to actually try to put it in an engine, but I did listen to you guys. There's been some revisions with this idea based on what you guys said for the 3D printed idea. This stems from us working on a racing H-rod. And so it's made to be 20 over in order to flat top the piston into the block. This one is scaled to be like a stock rod, if not just a tiny bit shorter. So it should lower the compression, still theoretically be able to run, and hopefully not go kablooey as fast as the 3D printed one did. Because, let's face it, that was a dumb idea. And this one that you guys gave us is really not any better. If you follow my Facebook page, I usually tend to give hints about what's coming up for projects and videos, usually a couple of weeks in advance so people can put their input. This is the original design that I attempted to do with the skirting and with the chafing and the champing and all of the other terms that some woodworker knows that I just don't care about. And the problem is, drilling this out, because it was an even number of layers, ended up causing it to split right where the layer was. So what I did on, you can see right there, I apparently did not know that you have to put wood glue on like it's going out of style and pretend that you can use the entire bottle. So that was another learning experience. So what we've ended up with is this odd number layer count rod. And it has glue upon glue in every layer. The other thing is when I cut this out on the laser cutter, if we come over here to where the laser cutter is, the center cap and the center rod chunk are actually laser cut with a 3mm cut into them. This one is hidden inside of the rod itself. And basically that works out to drilling it out with a 1/8 drill bit and then very slowly, incrementally drilling the end up in order to pass the bolt through, and then coarse thread reaming out that. Sorry, not reaming, tap and dyeing this right here. Shauna's gotten very possessive of the strange impact gun. Every time I touch it, all I hear is, "You just get it grungy." But in all honesty, it's actually a pretty cool little unit. We're testing it out on just about everything. One thing I didn't realize, I've been using these HIPAA plugs on all kinds of different stuff. I really like this company. They have been great to us. But what I didn't realize was that they're actually split tip plugs, which I was surprised to see. Do you guys think that split tip is actually worth something on a small engine, or do you think it's just another gimmick? We're below deck on this side, which is good. That's where we want to be. But that right there, I didn't think of the fact we hit the last time. Clunk. And it hits on the bottom too. So what we've got to do is we've got to sand off that little top right there, and we should be good to go. Yeah, just normal stuff like anybody does with a connecting rod. I mean, this is what you normally do, right? 5-minute epoxy, wooden connecting rod in there. We're gonna give it about half an hour, and then we're gonna double check the cam rotation, put the side cover on. We'll be back. This is not bolted in. We're just testing clearances and making sure we don't hear any bad knocking noises. Sold. No spark plug. Wooden connecting rod. First verification that it spins over with a full pull and doesn't do anything stupid. Sounds good. Alright, we're going to put the spark plug in like we did on the last 3D printed video. And we're going to do just pulling it over enough to check that it survives compression. We're going to torque up the spark plug so that we can build compression. We are not trying to start it. This is simply pulling over very slow just to check that it gets compression. There's compression. There's the pressure release. There's the rest of the release. Okay. Let's play ball. There's our compression. Alright. YouTuber irritating moment. Put your comment down below. How long do you think this is going to last? Do you think it's going to hit a certain RPM and be fine? Do you think it'll blow up right off the bat? What do you think? Alright. Choke. Gas. Scared John. Go! Hey, guess what? It can't fire without the spark plug.
I tried to point that at you.
You tried to point it out to me. Why didn't you just plug it in?
I don't know. Okay, let's go.
It is really hard to find good help these days, just so you know.
I'm nervous.
Okay, comment section. Here we go. Ready?
Yep. Woo!
Yeah, one. Ready? Oh, it thought about it. Give it a little bit less choke. Okay, choke off. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do something stupid. I'm going to give it some throttle. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it needs just a tiny bit of throttle. Maybe a lot of throttle? Maybe all the stupid? Holy shit! It did in video, right?
Yeah, it's still recording.
Okay, good.
And the winter is the over.
Oh. Okay, uncut film. Let's take a look at this. I think it literally just spun internally. I don't think it actually popped out anywhere. I don't see anything. Because this is where a connecting rod usually comes through when they blow up when you're racing them. So there's no damage there. I don't see anything around that side. Now, where the cam goes through, let's see. So there's where the cam goes through. Everything there looks fine. All right, let's pop it open and see what kind of damage we got. Alright, thanks to Cece and your irritating double tap in order to get bolts out of aluminum, we can get the side cover off. Oh yeah. Oh wow, look up inside. Look up in there. You can see where it shattered off and ate it. And you can see down in there.
All of it's just floating.
Yeah, so it looks as if it split the lower part of the rod. I wonder if it split the base first or it split the upper part first.
And there's a chunk inside of the cam.
Okay. Let's see if we can get some of this out. There we go. It's split right in the layers. Yeah, it exploded right on the layer line. Let's get into this a little bit further, and then I have a theory what happened because I noticed something when I was building this. John, did you really just say, what am I doing just sitting here trying to look pretty? Yeah. No, you're trying to figure out your Lego transmission clutch assembly thing that you're going to post on your YouTube channel, John's Ideas. Well, I sit here sorting through your bad decisions that were instigated by the comment section of YouTube. Okay. Who wants to make bets? Do you think it squishied the spark plug? Do you think it screwed up anything in here? What's your bet? I don't see any damage there. And don't see... Nope, spark plug gap is right where it's supposed to be. That looks perfectly fine. So there's nothing there. What is that? Is that a spec or is that a damage? Nope, just over concern. Oh, look, it looks like wood. I wonder how the hell that got there. Anyways, yeah, so that's looking pretty good. Let's see if we can get the other half of it out of here. I'm going to get a splinter. Like, no joke, seriously. Ow. We might have to bring you back. I don't think... Ouch! It's like trying to push on a porcupine made into a piston. I mean a connecting rod. Whoops! There we go. Yeah, that's where my fingers were. I just got splinters just for the sake of your video. That actually is moving nice. I wonder where in the grand scheme of things that lines up to in the rod. Okay, these are failed because the holes were the wrong size. Well, we should at least be able to figure out about the geometry of where it broke. Yeah, so that would put it breaking right there. And to answer a question I saw on a lot of the Facebook posts, yes, there is grain structure that goes directional across on this. And so this is 7 layers, and every other layer is an alternating grain structure with 4 out of the 7 are going this way in the grain structure because I figured that was going to be stronger. If I was wrong, tell me in the comment section. But I figured the grain going this way for most of them was better. All right. Let's see here. That looks nice. Although, we still have one quibble. There should be 2 3/8. Ah, there they are. Hey. I mean, you know, I know, like, dads are cheap, but these look perfectly fine to use again. All right, I think that ends this experiment. Let me know what you thought about this, whether we should try it with better quality wood. I've been talking with a friend of mine that builds, like, canoes and toboggans. He builds toboggans, those thingies that you put multiple people on and try and go fast and not kill yourself on the ice. And we were talking about maybe birch plywood as an idea for an alternative. Another throwing around idea was layered steel. But then the question came up with how much do I really like my crank? Because steel on steel would probably obliterate that pretty quickly. So I'd have to figure out a bearing of some sort. I don't know. That's where we're at right now. Is there any damage done to this? Nope, no damage. she's good to go for another... Whoa, look, another giant chunk in there. Oh, there we go. There's the base of the rod, John. See? I wondered why that wasn't in the oil. And we'll put it back with all its friends. There we go. That's good bonfire starter. All right. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.